What's going on, YouTube? This is Wayne with Wayne's Fish World. This is going to be a little bit of a rant, a little bit of discussion among the community. I hope you guys had an excellent Christmas. I know I surely am. I'm spending time with my in-laws, my brother and sister-in-law. They're down. I'm so happy they're down. If you're not of the faith, I hope you're having a happy holidays and just taking advantage of this time off, enjoy it with your loved ones and friends, and having a good time. Sit back and relax. Speaking of in-laws, look what my sister-in-law made me. She made me this for Christmas. A little koi up there, so I'm hanging above my 125. I absolutely love it, and I've already asked for another one. But yeah, that's awesome. But we're going to talk about in this week's video about why. Why? What is why? Why is impulse action and impulse buying? Now, impulse actions, what I mean by that is doing something to your aquarium or in life in general without exactly knowing why you did it. And another thing is, it's not necessarily only in this hobby. It's human nature. The grass is always greener on the other side, so to speak. You've always got to keep up with the other person. If your brother-in-law goes out and gets a new 2015 vehicle, you have to trade in your 2007 with low miles. That was nothing wrong with it, just because you can keep up with him and you're not second to best. And the same thing goes with anything in life. People are constantly trying to keep up. That way they can be not left behind. They're not made fun of for being lame, or you get what I'm saying. And the same concept goes with aquariums. And I'm really going to hit hard on saltwater. Now, yes, I still have a saltwater tank running. In a way, I want to get saltwater videos back to you guys, even if it's nothing extreme, just educational. That way I can give my knowledge back to you guys. But my saltwater tank, it's running. If you guys have been keeping up with me, you guys know I want a saltwater pond. I want big butterflies, angels, brain fart, tangs, triggers. I want big miscellaneous fish in a Fowler pond. That's what I want. It's always what I've wanted, and I don't see any point that justifies me doing something in my tank that I really don't want to do. That's money wasted, in my opinion. But I might show the 55 again in the future, but not right now. If you guys want to see it, just hit the like button so I can know, or leave a comment in the section below. But anyways, saltwater. Saltwater is guilty of this really bad. Freshwater too, but not so much. Saltwater is just it's the number one fuck, it's late. I ain't had much sleep. But anyways, guys, saltwater is really bad at this. People impulse buy and they have impulse actions. Hey, a little battle shark breeding right there. But me and the guy at the local fish store, the owner, Gavin Rogers, go check them out on Gordon's Friends on Facebook.com. Leave them a like. If you're ever in the town of, in the state of Virginia, Warsaw, Virginia, go check out them on 360 in Warsaw, Virginia. Awesome little pet store, and they'll get you where you need to be. But we were talking about this. People take leaps of faith, or they take actions without thinking. You have, let's say, a Fowler system with no protein skimmer, or a soft coral / leather reef tank without a protein skimmer. Well, you know what? Some types of corals actually like to have a little bit of organic material in the aquarium. And these people go out and get a protein skimmer without realizing what a protein skimmer is, or what it does, or the science behind it at least. And they put it on their system, and they could see good effects or bad effects, probably good. But, for a certain type of corals that like a little bit of organic in the water column, you could actually be doing more bad than good. What I mean is, another example is refugiums. And I hate this, I hate this, I hate this. You freshwater people know that if you have 7 Oscars, 1 Amazon sword, it's not going to filter the water. You need massive plant load to filter out the waste of the fish. It's a balance system. You can't expect to have a heavy populated reef tank feeding the corals, feeding the fish, feeding the invertebrates, constant fish load, constant bio load, and expect to have a clump of chaetomorpha macroalgae the size of your fist that's going to filter the water. But no, people have to go out and get it because everyone else did it. And I'm not trying to hurt anyone's feelings when I say this, because I've been there, I've done that, and I wish I saw a video like this when I was younger. And that's exactly why I make these videos, because people that run into these problems or watch these videos can learn from it and get a out of the box type of thinking. You really have to learn how to think out of the box. You really do. Don't go putting protein skimmers on your tank. Don't go put refugiums on your tanks, or don't even go put sumps on your tanks without doing the research. Yes, these things can be beneficial, but they can also in certain circumstances, make more trouble than they're really worth. And some people are going to totally agree with me on that, and some people are going to say I'm absolutely ludicrous for saying that, because some people will stand by protein skimmers, some people will stand by refugiums. And I love natural filtration. I love protein skimmers. But people that, you know, really disagree with that kind of stuff, they haven't really been on both sides of the pages. You really got to be there and there at one point in your life to understand it and really get a full understanding on why. And that's the point of the whole video. Why? Why do we do things? You guys really, really have to get the research done. You know, I say know your system, not the hobby. Dustin says have a plan. New York Stilo used to say have patience. And Dustin hit it right on the head with this one. Have a plan, do the research. I'm not talking 3 months of research. I'm talking nonstop, endless research. Even when your aquarium is in progress, you need to constantly study and constantly learn, because you are going to run into problems. It doesn't matter how high-tech you set up your system, you're going to run into problems no matter what. I promise you that. I will put money on it. If you don't run into at least one problem with your aquarium, your aquarium was blessed by Jesus himself. But anyways, just because you see someone else doing stuff, don't necessarily follow in their footsteps. Yes, if they have positive results with their aquariums, then it might be worth diving into following them. But do the damn research. Sorry about the language, but you need to do the research. If you do not do the research, you are setting yourself up for failure, or you're going to be into a rough, shaky, rocky road. This is the whole concept behind it, guys. If you have a hang-on-the-back filter and you see someone running a Fluval FX6 like me, don't necessarily go back and say, damn, I wasted my money. Let me go buy a Fluval F6 at $300. At times, I really, 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 really wish that I still have my hang-on-the-back filters on here. And at times, I still think about putting my hang-on-the-back filters back on this 125. If you go back and look at my videos with 2 hang-on-the-back filters, a Marineland and Aquarium, my water was cleaner then than it was with the Fluval F6. Now, yes, a lot of people are going to say, well, Wayne, you don't clean your Fluval FX6 for at least once a year or something like that. Well, exactly. But that means the hang-on-the-back filters are working in my favor. Since I'm a little lazy at maintenance, then how easy was it for me to just go in the back, take out the cartridge, put a new one in, or clean it off? How easy was that? With a Fluval F6, I got to unscrew it, take everything out, do a long progress that takes several minutes, when with the hang-on-the-back filter, it could be done less than a minute. Bottom line. And not only the maintenance ease, at times, I really honestly think that those 2 filters, even when I clean this Fluval FX6 to the point of clean, I still think those filters sometimes outpowered the one big Fluval FX6. Now, yes, they're 2 smaller filters in different areas. Yes, I get that, but I still kind of like that. And same thing with saltwater tank, guys. Do you necessarily need a sump? Yes, sumps add more water volume. Yes, they add a reverse photosynthetic period. They do have pros and cons, but alongside those pros, there are also cons. And are those cons worth it, or are they going to affect your aquarium, which they weren't doing before? Like I said, guys, have an open mind what I'm saying. Don't necessarily disagree with it unless you've been on that side of the page. You really don't understand anything until you can explain things simply. If you have to go into a broad, you know, paragraphs and paragraphs of explaining something, then you obviously don't know something well enough. If you can explain it in simple terms, you've mastered it and you know what you're talking about. Guys, do the research before you go making that investment on, I don't know, a protein skimmer or an ozone reactor or a UV light or Fluval FX6 or something along those lines, or even the fish. Do the research. Do the research. If you do the research, if you have a plan, if you have dedication, if you learn your system, not the hobby, and if you have patience, and if you find one of those things that goes along with those, you're going to more than likely run into success. Yes, you might stumble, but you're going to have success overall. Merry Christmas, guys. Happy New Year's. I'll see you guys maybe one more time this year, probably next year. Comment, rate, and subscribe. This is Wayne with Wayne's Fish World. Later.